Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Heard You Sis podcast, and we are here on this lovely Sunday with Daddy B, the original.
And I'm Kilz.
And we have a special guest,
Listen,
Shaq.
y'all had Trey on here, and I was very jealous about that. So
We didn't have him on here.
We didn't.
Y'all didn't?
No, he just came to the studio one day.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we
So
saw
you should feel honored at this point.
Okay, I got invited.
Yeah.
I ain't sneak on. You know, some people sneak in.
No, not throwing shade. The tree,
Wow.
you right under that tree throwing mad
Wow.
shade.
Trey, I just want you to know you got a jealous team member here. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's good for business.
If y'all don't know, he was a part of the Primary Colors podcast.
He is a
Yes.
part of the.
Oh, my bad.
Colors
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm sorry. I thought y'all took a little hiatus.
Trey moved, but he's still gonna be potting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right.
He tried to leave though.
He tried to, but
Yeah,
y'all
he
wasn't
tried.
letting him
Yeah,
go.
we wasn't letting him.
I love
Yeah.
that. You see, that's what
Yeah.
happens when you have like good bonds. And
No,
good
seriously, it's kind of hard to find like a good,
Yeah.
good pod
I just want to
bond.
let you know I'm never letting you go, bitch.
Thank you. It was a little violent, but I like it.
You know, sometimes you gotta be a little toxic in your friendships.
Do you
No,
think so?
absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely.
definitely not. I have
Listen.
enough of that.
Listen.
Listen, I seen them out last night, and this combo is very dangerous and lethal.
How? Wait.
So-
Come on.
They don't only have chemistry potting; they have chemistry party.
Well, we're actually friends. I think
We're
that
real
I
friends.
think that adds to the mix. We've been friends for years.
We live together.
I get a little
like-
sad sometimes when I want to go somewhere with her and she's not able to come. Sometimes it's kind of sad.
It's like
kinda
it's
sad.
like it's kind of like we're sisters and friends at the same time.
Yeah.
Because we've shared very, very intimate moments together. Like not like
Okay.
intimate, but like
Yeah.
like
We're not them type of friends.
yeah,
but
we,
you know.
Okay.
we don't like
y'all been vulnerable with each other.
Yeah.
like-
I
That's-
like that
okay.
word. Yeah. Okay.
we-
Mhm.
like I said, we were roommates, so it's like we know everything about each other. Well, just about.
Yeah.
So
Is it true y'all be walking around naked and stuff? I heard
Like
walking around
girls,
naked in front of
I don't mind being naked in front of my
Yeah,
friends.
we go on
Okay.
we go on vacations together. It's not like we outside like titties out, yeah.
Yeah, you
girl.
see my titties, girl? Look at them things. Them things is shaking, bitch. Yeah,
Not
no,
like
we're not
that.
doing that.
But if we getting dressed and say you get out the shower and I gotta jump in the shower, we going to shower still run. All right, bitch, hurry up, we gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
something like that. Like,
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the same thing. It's not like, and we're not attracted to each other, so it's not like it's.
Yeah, I don't know how people fuck friends. It's not really my thing, whether
spoke
it's
about this
male or
last
female.
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of that. What
I don't
about
know.
you? You fuck friends?
I think I have fuck friends in the past.
Mhm.
I think I'll try to do better at like
Putting your best foot forward.
yeah and
Okay.
and separating.
Not blurring the lines, right?
Not blurring
Gotcha.
lines.
All right.
Because we was talking about this when you tell your friends like I love you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what if you have a woman friend that you love like not in that way, but like it's still awkward to tell them that because it's like
Yeah, I'm not telling my male friends I love them.
I mean, well, I will tell my male friends I love them, but I love you, bro. Not like I'm in.
You
love.
gotta add bro.
Yeah, I add the bro.
You gotta
once.
add bro.
Yeah, like I don't be like I love
but
you.
why you gotta add the bro though if
'Cause
You
nothing
gotta
there?
add the bro because like niggas.
If it's nothing there.
But
Who
that's my
knows if
brother.
it ain't
Like,
nothing
he's
there
my
on their
brother.
end? I'm covering all bases, covering everything
Even
at this
though I
point.
know, but the thing is that even though I know that there's nothing there and he knows there's nothing there, it's just say if they have a partner,
Mhm.
that's for their comfortability. Honestly,
No, fuck that. I got a great example of this. I had a male best friend,
Mm.
and look, hold up. I had a male best friend, and he used to tell me he loved me, and I would say I love you back. But then one day he started calling me baby, and I'm like, you see, I should have said bro at the end. I should have said bro at the end.
I
like, what
always
the
hit
fuck are we
I always
doing?
hit them with the
I'm not
bro.
your baby. I thought we was best
But
friends.
my best friend also says love you, sis. He don't say like I love you, Daniela. Like nah, like we don't. It's just the way you do it. Like it's all in the way you do it, and it's just to cover all precautionary.
And then if they have a
things.
partner, don't be telling.
But it's a two-way street though, so you can't be like, yo, he was my best friend. Like at some point,
No, he tried to blur them lines.
okay.
Yeah, he tried it. He tried it. My nigga, if you listening, you tried it.
Wow.
You fucking tried it.
I not actually. That's funny because I've never actually had somebody that was my friend try to be my partner because I feel like I'm pretty like
Cut and dry.
nah.
You know if you got a shot or not.
Not even if you know you got a shot or not. It's just I'm not one of those people like like I said, like Akila said, like I don't fuck my friends. Like I can't do that. Like we
So
don't
you
be
don't,
talking
like,
about
innocently
sexual.
flirt or like do,
Nah,
like, okay.
I don't innocently flirt with my friends. Like, why are you flirting with your friends?
I mean, sometimes
don't
you look
flirt?
cute and you give them
Yeah.
the eyes, you give them a look.
So we talked about this on the last
I can
episode.
flirt-
You're
I
a
can
flirt,
flirt. I can
but
flirt.
you're saying that you tone it down, or you just eliminate it when it comes to guy friends.
Yes, because I don't want them to like me. Like that's one of my biggest like things that I always think about, like having a guy friend like me and me having to say like, yo,
Yeah, I don't really
love
pray,
my
but I would really
friends.
cross my hands and be like, please don't like me. Please
I
don't
love
like me. Please don't.
I love my friends like I love my friends a lot. So if
Mhm.
I have to stop being friends with you because you love me, that's gonna hurt me.
That's-
But at the
okay.
same time, like I gotta do it because you're in love and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And not happening.
But how was your week though? That we usually pop it off with that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The
Be
guy.
courteous. Damn.
Ooh.
Rudeness.
And she's
First of all-
Jamaican, no manners.
Well, I'm not manners. Don't do that.
Yo,
have a lot of
I'm
manners.
weak. She really had a whole Jamaican link up yesterday.
I
Oh
did.
my
Yes,
God.
we did.
You should have seen them. I swear
It's
to
like, yo,
God.
when Jamaicans unite, I don't know what it is. It's like,
Fire flames. It's just
Yeah.
chemistry. It's just light.
okay. But how was your week
Anyway,
though?
how was your week?
my,
Jack?
my week has been restorative because I was training for a marathon
Mhm.
and I went to Costa Rica and I got like really fucked up. I was drinking way too much
Mm.
and it threw my training off.
Mm.
And my coach, he actually was talking to me about like how the training should be fun and it shouldn't be like something that stresses me out.
Yeah.
And in life, you got to be careful when you start a journey and you start like school or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
It doesn't stress you out to the point where you can't like function. at
Or you
other
just
things.
don't even enjoy it anymore.
Right, you're not even
Mhm.
enjoying it.
Right.
So this week I took a week off, so I haven't ran all week. But me and T about to get back to it next week though.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is a group thing.
Yeah.
Kudos to you guys. No,
Y'all.
seriously, because that's some rough shit.
You know, if
I
I'm
ain't
in
gonna
town, I
hold
may stop by and
So,
do a little sign. or
What made
something.
you want to do that?
There's this quote that says it's a shame for you to like die and not see like your full potential and like
Mm.
for you to leave something in life that like you haven't accomplished. And I know for me personally, like I'm gifted like in a lot of ways, athletically, mentally, like you could call it cocky, you could call it what you want, but I know that like I'm blessed more than other people physically.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why am I not pushing my body to the limits? Like, why am I not seeing if I could run a marathon, if I could do a triathlon?
That's
Triathlon is
dope.
like you bike, swim,
Mhm.
and run. And I'm like, I got to do these things. Like, it was just a
Wow.
calling to me, like, oh, I have to like push my body to the limits because if you like can do something, I feel like you owe it to the universe to actually like do it. Because
That
like
makes sense.
stuff that come easy to me might be hard to other people.
Very hard.
Right.
And like I can't waste that. I can't
Yeah.
waste like something that comes naturally good to me and easy for me when like other people like actually like try to kill themselves to do what I'm trying to do.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a word.
true.
That's a
You did
word.
you ever like run track in like high
Yeah, I
school or
ran track.
anything?
The thing with in the Caribbean countries, listen, from young age, you're
Mm.
automatically running track. Like
That shit.
you don't ever get a chance to choose. Like,
It's like in America with black guys in like basketball and like football. It's like, you know, that's kind of the thing. So I guess like in the Caribbean, would that be
Yeah.
the equivalent?
yeah, like once you start going to school, they put you on a team. It's like Harry Potter. You know, you go to Harry Potter and it's Hogwarts. They get a
Yeah.
house. You get like a color. You be like, this is your house. And
Mhm.
throughout the year, like you do races and you win or lose, you gain points for your team and in your house and things like that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
it's pretty fun.
No, that's dope,
fun-
though.
That's good.
I don't think I've ever known anybody that's really like ran a marathon.
I know a couple of people that run marathons. How
But
long?
also, I'm trying to do it sub 3. So
What's that?
I'm
That's
trying to do it
what
in
I'm
under 3 hours. So the average is like 4 hours and like 30 minutes.
Catch me in
And-
5.
And the thing is too, right? I know I can run a marathon, but
Maintaining that pace.
So I have to run like a 6:50 pace for like 2 hours, 3 hours, basically. And it scares me. I'm not gonna lie, it scares me. And I feel like that's where the enjoyment and the passion comes in, where I'm like, I'm scared to do this because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. I know I can run a marathon.
Yeah.
Like I know I can finish.
But it's your goal
It's
to
crazy that you
do
say
that under
that.
3 hours. Do you feel like that's where the fear comes in? Is not accomplishing that part of the goal?
Yes, that's where
Okay.
the fear comes in. And that's where I'm pushing myself.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Because I know I can run a marathon. I know I can finish 26 miles. But it's not the easy way. I mean, Chadwick Boseman said this in his like graduation speech. He's like, when you choose the hard way to accomplish something, that's where you get the
Fulfillment.
actual feeling from it.
It's crazy because I was actually listening. I don't know if you're religious at all, but I was listening to.
Are you religious?
What is religious like?
Well, are you
My
spiritual?
nigga, you know what's religious.
I'm not religious. I'm not
spiritual?
going to church every Sunday. I'm not in church now. My mom probably kicking dust right now. Like,
No.
but I take your ass to
Listen,
church.
all I'm saying is that I was listening to something this morning. It was saying that, like, you have to break that boundary. You have to not a boundary. You have to go outside of yourself.
Right.
To really see, like, go against all your fears to really see what your full potential is, basically what you're saying. And basically, like, when you're going through like tough times and stuff like that, that's just trying to show you, like, or when you're having a hard time, or when you're thinking scared or whatever when you're being afraid, is when that's preparing you for that. Like, it's preparing you to be able to accomplish that goal.
Right.
So
Yeah, usually you're
it
your
was a
biggest
good story,
adversary,
but
really.
it's good. Like what you're doing is really, really good.
Thank
What
you,
you're doing
thank
is
you,
really
thank you.
good.
But what you do? Like what? You went to Costa Rica like for what?
It was my close friend Conrad. Shout out to Conrad. His batch party. He's getting married to a white woman. He's black.
How do you feel? How does like?
Sorry, Conrad. I mean, it's public information. Like,
sorry,
I'm not
Conrad.
like leaking information. It's public information.
Yo, I am
Conrad.
dead. Would you date a white woman?
I find it funny. I have dated a white woman.
Can we pause? We gotta pause that.
What?
We gotta pause that. That's content. That's what we talking about.
Oh no! I want him to finish though. Like what he.
So I went to Costa Rica for the batch. It was a funny dynamic when you have friends and you meet their friends and you see like, oh, this is why this person acts this way, and I'm like really like watching them like go down with their dynamic because he was the president of the frat, so it was a bunch of frat friends too.
Okay.
Wait, what?
And the dynamic is like they somehow like cater to him in a way, and I'm like,
That's what he said.
no, this is what I'm witnessing. I'm witnessing this.
Okay.
That shit that they be relaying on TV is real. Like they really like when you're high up in the frat, it's like they damn near suck your dick. They really,
No, like
they
when
really
I
see
saw
you
that
as
they
a
had
person.
they had a group called like Sweethearts. I knew that it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, these bitches really was like cleaning their clothes, running errands,
Doing all
cooking
that.
for them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's not even your man. What are we doing
They
here?
use this manipulation tactic to get you on, and then once you're on, that's when they start making you do all this stuff. You think you're gonna get, you think you're gonna get like some kind of higher clout because you're a sweetheart, and then everybody just looks at you like, oh.
They don't manipulate you. You know what the fuck is going on. You wanted that shit.
Right.
You wanted to get fucked and you wanted to cook for all of these niggas in here
This is true.
after class.
This is true. Shout out to my mentor for really like reeling me in before I got caught. I remember like it was like freshman week.
Oh, you was talking about yourself. You almost got manipulated. Don't speak for the masses.
No, them bitches is manipulated. You know that for sure.
I don't think so. I think they know what they want. I think they want.
Okay, maybe.
They want to talk
Well,
to
not
these
me.
guys that have a certain aesthetic about them in the college life, and they want that. Like they, in hopes that maybe one of them fuck with them. In hopes
say
that
this.
that's like when you play wifey at a young age. You hope that this nigga is gonna appreciate the wifey like tendencies that you're producing, and he's not, because he's not mature enough to like appreciate that side of you. It's the
Okay,
same
so-
fucking thing.
You know what? I'm not gonna say I almost got.
It's okay. You almost said it. It's all
No,
right.
I
Go
didn't,
ahead.
bitch. Let me tell you the story.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, wow. This, as a friend, this is what you want from me?
What are you talking about? You said
Anyway.
it. I'm just
So
piggybacking.
basically, it's freshman week. We're doing this like little tour around everything. We're going to the different organizations. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So they talking to me and they're like, oh, you should sign up, community service, this and the third. So they telling me stuff that, you want to have on your resume.
Right.
Yeah.
Not community
and then
service.
all this stuff. So I'm like, so then my mentor comes right over to me and she's like, don't do that. Don't even talk to them. She said, they're sweethearts. And what they
They're
make
sweethearts.
you do.
That's what they call them.
That's the
gave me-
sweetheart Pop Smoke was talking about then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they make you do all kind of stuff for them, and then they try to have sex with you. You supposed to, when they online, you supposed to be doing what? I said, thank you very much. I just looked at her and said, thank you very much, and I walked away. Because I'm just like, why would I want to do that for y'all? And you know who it was? I'm not even gonna say it's the last of the peoples.
Oh, I know.
The last of them. And I'm just saying, at the very last, you want to try to do this to me? Yo, if y'all, you know what? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway,
I don't know if they know, but it don't matter.
people who know. If you know, you know. If you don't,
All right,
sorry.
so back to the white woman thing. Would you date a white woman?
I have dated a white woman.
Whoa.
I have dated a white woman.
Did you like it?
I liked it. I did like it, but
What did you like
it's
about
a weird
it?
dynamic.
Let him.
It's a weird dynamic, right? Because when you in a relationship like this, there's sometimes you see other relationships. I'm not saying this happened in the relationship that I was in. White women have this like savior mentality, and you as a man could get in your own head and fuck up your own relationship by saying like, why is she being so nice? Like, does she think like I need help or something? And you could get in your head and saying like, I don't like. And it's like having a good thing is a bad thing because you think it's coming from a bad place.
Right. Okay.
So I felt like she was a very wonderful woman. She was a great person. She was a social worker. You know what I mean?
Working for the people.
Right. I really feel like she was for the people. And I don't think that like
Y'all didn't have any culture clashes going on?
the thing is, white people be so down. Some white people.
No, they want to be down.
They want to be down.
But the wanna, because they are not down.
So
They
even
wanna be
last night,
down.
right? Even last night, we seen like the white dude like getting sturdy and shit. That shit was hilarious to me. And even when she tried to get the dude to dance salsa or some shit, that shit was sad. But we back to like the culture clashes. It was like she was super open. Like if I bring her to the cookout, she's down to try the food. She's down to dance.
Why not? It's seasoned. I want to eat seasoned food.
When I tell you, you are coming for the neck.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like,
I want to see what he's saying.
All jokes
I'm
aside.
trying to get in
All jokes aside. So I went to her house for one Thanksgiving, right? And they didn't make no mac and cheese. So I'm like, next Thanksgiving I need mac and cheese.
From them or you bringing it?
From them.
Okay.
From them.
How was okay?
But I did tell them how I like it.
Okay.
No pause.
So how long were you guys together?
About
spending Thanksgivings. What's this? Yeah,
we was together
this is
for
serious.
a while. We was together for a while.
Okay.
And
it ended because of the saving mentality thing.
Nah, it ended because again,
you cheated.
I want to get into this too. Nah, I never cheated on her. I never cheated on her. I actually loved her.
Okay.
I did.
What that mean?
I still do.
What the fuck does that mean?
Wait,
like I care for her.
You loving somebody means that you don't cheat? Does it
I care for you. So like
I want to hear what he got to say about why they left. Why did y'all break up?
We broke up because she wanted to like settle down, start a family, move to a different state, all that kind of stuff, right? Because New York, I don't want to raise a family here, like
really
in a small ass apartment.
Okay.
I could raise a family here, but it's gonna have to be like Yonkers or like something in New Jersey, like close to the city.
Okay.
And I wasn't ready for that yet. At the time, I was like, damn, I never say my age, but I was between like 25 and 29. And I was like...
We don't even know how old you are now, so what does that mean?
We just know you older than 29.
We don't even know when you had this relationship. Like, I'm so confused.
I'm gonna say I was between 25. That's such a short frame. Like, go ahead.
So, and I just wasn't ready to do that yet.
Okay. That's mature of you for realizing.
Did she build her own family already?
I don't know.
Oh, she blocked.
Oh, you don't keep up with exes.
Oh my God, this is a crazy story. Can I get into it?
Yeah.
So the girlfriend that I had after her, wanted me to block her and do these things, right?
That's me. Block that bitch.
Listen, fellas, I've been to therapy sessions. I've been through it all. If a woman tells you to do something and you don't want to do it,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
If it's gonna put you in a compromising, if it's gonna put you in a compromising position where you feel like you gonna feel resentment after you do it, like, yo, she made me do this. Now I want her to do this. Like, if a woman go through your phone, right? But you're not the person to go through her phone. Don't go through her phone because she went through your phone. Like, you're not that type of person. Don't let people turn you into a person you're not. So
that goes to
wow, my ex told me all this shit.
Yeah, that goes to women too. Don't let a man
be honest. He told me all this shit. Like, when I was doing that, like, yo, block this bitch. You know what it really was? I should have just broke up with his ass. For real, for real. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you to block these people because clearly you have an affinity for speaking to them and you can't fucking help yourself. And we just go talk to them and leave me the fuck out of it. That's what I should have.
But wait though.
I was doing that.
Okay. So she told me to block her. I'm like, no. First, I put a stand. I tried to put my feet down.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. But she was Dominican, so she wasn't having it.
Okay.
She go, this is inappropriate. I don't want this, blah, blah, blah. It's bringing dramatized relationships. And, like, she would not let it go. Like, it would be every day.
Let me ask you something. Since I'm coming from a place that this happened to me, were you continuing to talk to her?
No.
You sure?
He clearly... Let's put a slash in this right now. He's clearly still in love with her. So when he was with that girl, he was still in love with her. If he's still in love with her,
right? Nobody's just telling you to block somebody. I'm glad I was the one doing this shit, so I got the real questions. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in love with both of them.
All right, all right.
I can love both of them.
You
white girl, live your life, girl. Leave this nigga alone. Leave this nigga
How
alone.
is that toxic?
Right.
You can love multiple people.
I don't believe
You're
that.
not about to convince me of that.
Multiple people?
Nah.
You got a lot of love in your heart, baby.
Fellas, do not let these women try to convince you that you can't love multiple
Fellas,
people.
don't take advice from him. It's giving
women.
Narcissist.
Why do we throw that word around so
joking,
fucking
bro.
much? When I view narcissism, I view it on the level of like a mental health kind of thing, like extreme. Like, we just throwing that shit out there like, you got a cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's he did this. He's a narcissist. He's showing narcissistic behavior. It's like, everybody ain't no fucking narcissist. Like, it's no,
you know what? I can agree with you because
we can agree to disagree.
No, we don't have to disagree. We can actually agree because I don't feel like I'm on an extreme level. Like, I feel like I can just have, I guess, toxic.
Yeah, let's use that. I think that's more
Toxic.
appropriate.
I have toxic traits.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I apologize.
We went on a tangent. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, I was letting y'all cook. It's good to see like co-hosts is like settle shit live. But like I was saying, she made me block her, and then I ended up doing some snake shit, which was wrong.
What?
I'm admitting. She had so she was moving out the state, right? So she dropped off like a Christmas card and some chocolates and shit, saying like,
I'm not gonna. I don't like that.
She knew you was in a relationship.
No.
No. So
but like.
No,
the
I'm
Christmas
saying it
card
was
wasn't
nicer.
even nothing lovey-dovey. It was like, bye, like I'm leaving, Merry Christmas, whatever, right? And my girl found out.
You kept the card?
Why not? See, everything.
What are we doing? I'm
not,
so glad she told you to block her. Cause what are you doing? Like, throw the fucking card out. You all sentimental and shit, holding this shit down. Like, what are we doing?
Okay,
like,
so let me say this. This is another thing. This
reading that shit later on when you feeling down. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
All right, so let me say this. So I'm gonna be vulnerable on here. So,
Okay.
I have abandonment issues, right? And
Okay.
I don't feel like I've been like loved by my parents the way
You should be.
I
You
should
should have
be,
been.
right?
Okay.
Like my grandparents raised me. So when I do feel like I get that love that someone genuinely loves me,
You
I
hold on to it.
Yeah, I don't want to lose that.
Okay.
And that was one of those people I felt like loved me genuinely without anything. Like I don't have to do anything
unconditionally.
For her.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she loved me unconditionally, and I just didn't want to lose that. I mean, we wasn't gonna be in a relationship, but that love that we had,
You didn't want it to go
unconditionally,
away.
I didn't
Gotcha.
want it to go
Okay.
away.
Gotcha.
Where were we? With the loving thing and
Mm-hmm.
being wrong.
Okay, so your girlfriend now, she's like, she finds the card, and what happens?
She's like, I thought you don't talk to her. And I'm like, we don't, right? She was just dropping that off when she left the office. So
Y'all work together?
yeah. Ooh, it was one of those. It was one of those.
I hate workplace romances.
Listen, it was one of those. I'm not gonna lie.
She told you to block her. You seeing this bitch every day. Like, what the fuck? Because my next question was going to be like...
It's also not giving transparency.
Yo, my next question was really going to be like, yo, how did she even contact you to give you the card? And now I see she sees your ass every fucking day. Like, yo, that shit is crazy.
Workplace love.
I was just talking
that
about
shit is Thriller in Manila. Like, I love it.
Oh,
I love it. I wouldn't do it again, but I love it.
I know.
Because if I say it to myself, I never want to see this nigga again, that's not even possible.
Right.
I don't want that. I don't. Yeah, it's over now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy because I only worked with one person I dated, and that was because I got him a job at my job. We were already together, like not because, I wanted to work with somebody. And I don't ever want to really work with somebody that I am dating because when I'm done with your ass, I don't want to see you.
That's what I'm saying.
I will, honestly, for the most part, like, niggas get blocked. I be blocking niggas. Like,
then you might try to block, maybe I like workplace romances, and now you're trying to block me from the next romance that I'm on to. Being a fucking hater, because niggas be haters. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be hating.
So let's finish with this rendezvous that you said.
Not rendezvous.
So she was like, nah, you gotta call her and tell her like this is over. Like you don't want nothing to do with her and things like that. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So I end up caving in and giving in. And basically I had like a gun to my head and I'm on the phone like, listen.
Reading from a paper, right?
Yeah. I'm like, listen, we can't be together. We can't talk anymore. I don't want you to reach out to me. I won't reach out to you. Don't have your family reach out to me. This is over with. I'm blocking you. And that's it. And the whole time, I was about to cry. She's on the phone like, Shaquille, why are you doing this? Like, what happened?
My God.
Right? It's eating me alive. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with you.
With the tears rolling down, with nothing to do with
Yo, please, like, I am fucking crying.
You trying to kick the dog to run away, and the dog just keep following you. Like, leave me alone.
You know what's crazy is that, what's crazy about that situation is that I just feel like no bullshit was your fault because you weren't ready to move on. Like you weren't ready to.
That's really what
you weren't ready to move on, and that's the thing. Like if you're not ready to move on, please don't start nothing fresh because you're going to go into something else with the same feelings that you were having before. You're going to be in love, reminiscing, talking about that girl, thinking about that girl, and I understand your abandonment issues play a part because I actually. I am currently working through my abandonment issues. I mean, I am a person that what is so funny, bitch?
That shit was hilarious.
You still laughing at that? But
this nigga said I had a gun to my head, yo. I'm fucking dying. Like, all right. I'm sorry, because we get
no. I understand. No, I understand.
I'm
Sometimes
happy I can make y'all laugh.
no, but when you have abandonment issues, it's really hard to move forward in another relationship because you are consistently thinking about somebody else. You're not thinking about the person that you should be focused on. And it's not really fair to the person that you move on with. And that's another thing. Like, to be transparent, like I had to stop talking to somebody because they didn't see me in their future. And that's okay with me. Like, that's perfectly 100% fine. You have to know yourself. Like, if this person, as a man and as a woman, if you know that something isn't for you, say that. Because at the end of the day, you're wasting somebody's actual, real, valuable time. Niggas don't have time to waste. Like, so
because nigga gonna keep talking to you, whether they see it or not. He
gonna keep talking to you if he like you, but if he don't see where he can grow with you, he's just gonna keep wrapping you up. That's all he's gonna do is keep wrapping you up until you really realize like your worth, and as a man, your worth to say like, yo, let's just dead this. Like, it's a waste of time. Like, it's a waste of time.
And I definitely agree with that, but the context gets deeper too, because I definitely felt like after my work, my coworker and things, whatever, after that was done with, I was like, yo, I'm chilling, right? But the girl that I got with, I've been trying to get with her since high school.
Oh.
Does she look the same? Because you know sometimes people, they don't be looking the same.
Nah, she looked the same. She looked the same. And that was part of it too, where I'm like, I felt like I had to like do it because like, yo, I've been wanting her. Like, and like we just happened to spin the block, and like we got in a relationship, and like you said, I wasn't like fully ready to move on, but I definitely learned that lesson. Like, and fellas, like, learn from people's mistakes so you don't have to make them. Like, if you're not like fully like over the last situation, like to the point where you're comfortable with like unfollowing them or doing these things without having a significant other ask you that, then I think like you should reevaluate what you really want. Cause
because I've been in situations like that, like to the point where the girl was like, yo, what's her beef with me? Like, why she keep telling you to block me? And I'm like, nigga, the beef is with my nigga. Can't not your ass the fuck alone. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, and that's talking to this bitch. She's like, I'm not doing nothing with, but why do y'all keep talking? Let me tell you something. When you continue to talk to people that you either once talked to or were in a relationship with, has something with, or whatever, like you're continuing, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Because it went from, oh, we don't talk about nothing like that, to I'm seeing text messages and it's looking a little fucking lusty. Then I'm like, this bitch got kids. You trying to be a stepfather, my nigga? Like, yo, what's good with you? Like,
this is linked also. This
like, what are we doing? A stepfather?
There's nothing wrong with being a stepfather.
We don't have kids. He doesn't have kids. I don't have kids.
I'm not trying.
Like, what the fuck?
No way to bash anybody, but in my mind, I don't understand. Like, you don't have kids. The person you with don't got kids. Is it that bad that you're going to talk to somebody else who has children? Like,
I ain't gonna lie. The way you said it was like kids was like demonic. Like,
I'm not saying it like that. I guess I don't know how to
word it.
Word it, but it's not to say like anything against. Because listen, I always say this: women, you don't lose your value when you get children. When you have children,
you definitely don't.
You're the same person. Like,
but I'm just saying, if there's a choice, why are you making that choice? If I'm here,
if I'm
and
here,
you claim to fuck with me, you claim to love me, and you're continuing to talk to somebody.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe children don't matter. Like, if you have kids or not, don't matter to that person.
I think the real thing is like maybe they're really not trying to get with that person, so it's kind of like I don't give a fuck if they got kids or not.
Oh, that could be it too.
I think that's really what it is.
Because that's very important too, ladies. I want y'all listeners to understand this too. Like, a man would like date you. He would fuck you. He would take you out. He would pay for your flights. He would do all that, right? But you gotta know, is he here to like stay, or is he here just for a good time? Because it's like,
but how do you know that though? Like, because you
gotta vet them.
But men blur the line so much. They will say stuff like, "Oh, I don't introduce people to this, or I don't do this, or I don't say this," and then you'll ask them a question, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, I see this for us. I see this for us. I'll see this. I'll see this. I'll see this," and then out of nowhere, it's just like, oh. When you start putting the pressure on, like, oh, let's do this, it's like they slowing up and dragging their feet. Why do y'all be blurring the lines? Just keep it a buck. Don't try to save. This is my number one thing to men. Stop trying to manipulate women into going by your terms. If you keep it a buck, most of the time we will accept the fucking terms.
I'm gonna be honest though. I feel like I set my own terms. Once I see you ain't doing something,
That's
we on the
also
same
one thing
page. And
that
if I
women need to
speak
do.
on,
Right.
if I speak on something, and you address it, and I mean you don't address it, and I speak on it one more time, and you still ain't addressing it, I'm moving how I need to move now. There's no reason for
That's
me
actually true
to
as
keep
well.
begging to know how you feel. You already shown me, my nigga. Like I already told you how I feel. You didn't change, and I'm moving on.
But what about when you do say something and they do be addressing it and moving on and shit, and then they make the switch? It's weird. Like shit like that be weird to me.
Men do weird shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. They do weird stuff like that. Like they will adjust to everything that you're doing, but then like just switch like at a click of a finger. It's so weird.
At
to
that
me.
point, we just doing everything to get by. Like we're buying more time because let's say we in our head we like, yo, I'm not gonna marry her, so like we got like 2 years, right?
Okay.
Before she
really wake the fuck
saying
up.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, what, like, are we getting engaged? Like, what are we, right? Like 3 years in, and in a guy's head, he's like, I can masquerade for 3 years. I can masquerade for two.
That is
Okay.
so. I feel
I
like
mean,
that's so toxic though.
It is what it is.
But that's the world we live in. But honestly, I feel like it goes both ways too, because like women, y'all set the standard in terms of like the stock, right? Because at the end of the day, like I don't condone raping and nothing like that, but like no man, like you control your time, your space, and your energy. And if you giving that out for a low price, it's just the economy like is just not gonna run how it needs to run.
I feel that.
I do.
Because like
I do.
Because we can't keep blaming men.
Yeah.
Like
we can't.
We can't keep blaming men about things like about how they act or what they. Because like no funny shit. Like people really be showing they signs. Like it's like
It's true.
words mean something, but like the actions really are like the
Yeah.
creme de la creme. Like
Yeah.
that's really where it's at. Like you really see like what's up. Anyway, I want to ask you a question though. How do you feel about women approaching men?
Yeah.
I think it needs to happen more. And I feel like I personally how should I say this? I'm not intimidated by it. Or I'm not feeling like, yo, like thrown off by it. I feel like the world we live in now and the reality we live in now, a lot of women are being tend to look at it like they're being more masculine than feminine in these kind of ways, right? And it's because of all types of agenda of like the whole like feminist movement and things like that. And it's just not fair to like regular people like us, like gotta live an everyday life to like be like, yo, in a household, this is how it's supposed to be run. This is how it's supposed to happen, and this is how it's supposed to be with gender roles and everything like that, right? And it's like, if guys want women to be hybrid women, like we want y'all to be like submissive and things like that, we also have to be hybrid men and be able to channel that when we need to.
Yo, I was talking to somebody and I was like, yo, like I made a comment like, yo, I don't know why men can't be like how they was back in the day. It's like what, like beating your ass and paying all the bills. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm okay with gender roles. I am. I'm not okay with it being my complete role. Like I'm not going to be if we're both going to work. And
I can't expect you to always come home and clean and cook.
This is my fucking point.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I really hate that. It's just something that I really.
But listen to this
that.
though.
Like,
Listen
I really
to this
hate
though.
that.
Listen to
But
this
I'm
though.
not setting that standard in the beginning either. You're never gonna think I'm cooking every night. You're never gonna think I'm cleaning every
Right,
fucking
but let
minute.
me-
You're
let me-
never
let me
thinking
talk
that.
now.
You're
Let me
never
talk
gonna
now.
see that.
So what if I say like, and this is where the vetting needs to happen.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to you, right, and we dating, and you say that, and I say, all right, what if I make enough money to support you, and take care of the house, and you can be a stay-at-home wife, right? Are you on board for that? If you're not on board for that, then I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go find a woman that's on board for that, because
And I'm okay with that. You know why? Because let me tell you, those same men wake the fuck up and leave your ass for a bitch that's doing something. It happens every fucking time. Like, it happens every time. It's either that or they cheat. They feel like it's okay to cheat because they're paying all the bills. There's something that comes with that. It's not just, I'm sitting at home twiddling my thumbs. I done cleaned the kitchen today. That shit is shinier than Mr. Clean's head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, I still need you to be ambitious. Like, I'm not saying don't chase your dream.
See, niggas, when they give you that, they don't say all of that. You feel me? Like, they don't say that.
That's what I was going to get at. It doesn't necessarily mean, just because you're a stay-at-home mom doesn't mean that you don't have other things going on.
Right.
So now I got 2 jobs.
No. Will you like to play piano? Go take a piano class.
No, this is my thing. I'm going to be honest. I will never not be doing something.
Thank you.
That's just me personally. I can't wake up
all the damn time.
I do want to be up under my nigga, not all day long and shit like that, but I like being up under my nigga, and my niggas like being up under me. It's a two-way street.
What he means about being under your nigga is like
having a life outside of your man.
Yeah.
I do. I'm like, always have me a life.
Gym,
yeah.
Don't be calling me out. I'm at the gym, like I'm trying to get this workout in.
Like,
and then when I leave the gym, I'm probably like tired.
How frequently do you feel like you should be speaking to your partner if y'all, I'm gonna give 2 scenarios, if y'all don't live together?
If we don't live together,
yeah.
Honestly, I feel, and this is the bullshit, right? Because right now in my life where I'm at, I'm very busy. So I'll say 3 times a day, right? But if 3 times a day, like check-ins.
Yeah. You don't have to stay on the phone all day. Yeah.
Not even a phone call. It's just like a text, like, hey, how you doing? How you day going? Boom, boom. But with some women, it's never that. Even when you get on the phone with them, they be like, all right, you got 2 minutes? Be like, yeah, y'all been on the phone 15 minutes because I got questions. I need answers.
No. Let me tell you something. I had to tell let me tell you something. I had to tell a nigga this the other day. Like, do I like phone calls? You do not. Do not fucking tease me. If you feel like you cannot stay on this phone for a minimum of at least 30 fucking minutes, don't call me. Don't fucking call me. That's how I feel.
A 30-minute phone call is nuts.
Don't call me.
Hold on.
Text me. Okay,
this is how I feel.
Because now I feel like this was a tease. You know what I'm saying? This was a tease. Like,
this is how I feel.
That's like I bought you a meal and I only let you get 1 bite. Like, yo, I'm still hungry, bro. Like,
well, this is how I feel. Like, if y'all not together, if y'all don't live together.
If y'all live together, how often should you be coming? Oh, my bad.
If we don't live together, I would say maybe at least once a day.
I should be speaking to you at least once a day.
At least once a day. Even after, we can do a text. We could do a text like, oh, hey, we're talking throughout the day, maybe like a couple, like we're just having a little conversation. It doesn't have to be like a consistent rollover conversation. Right. At least once a day. Let me check in with you every day.
This should not, a day shouldn't go by.
And this is a relationship. We're not talking about nothing. We're saying relationship.
We're in a relationship, and at least once a day. And I don't think it should always end. I don't think the call should always be at the end of the day. But, like when you're free.
You can't dictate that.
Hold on. When you're free, like she said, don't give me a bite. Don't give me a taste. Make some time, because people make time for whatever they want.
That is true.
That is a fact.
So, I can agree with that.
So if if I'm that person that you're dating and you say, or in a relationship, because dating is a little different for me. In a relationship, I would definitely think like, okay, just give me like a couple minutes to talk about my day. See, like, wind down. Let's talk. I understand. Like, take a break, like you would take your lunch break, and just give me some time, because I feel like if I am important to you, you should at least want to know how my day went. You should at least want to make sure you should at least want to hear my voice or see my face or something. Like, come on. Like, I just feel like when people say, oh, I don't want to talk to you every day, that's just an excuse to say, you're really not that important to me.
No.
Right.
No, it's not.
And the thing is too, like, ladies, you gonna feel it when a nigga love you.
That's a fact.
You gonna feel it. And you don't have to be like,
you don't have to. They're gonna naturally want to speak to you, want to call you, want to engage.
You don't have to be like, yo, we need to speak once a day.
Because when you care about that person, you make the time to speak to them. And if you don't make that time, that means they're not that much of a priority to you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think so. Are you a texter or like, are you a phone person?
I'm definitely
What is it about the phone?
I'm a voice note kind of guy. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm doing this, blah blah blah. This is what I'm gonna be doing for the next.
I could settle for that.
Okay.
I could settle for that. I've because I realized like I was really stuck in my like ways of like wanting to talk on the phone, and I really have to understand that everyone is not like that. I do meet like if I had to give a ratio, if I meet 5 guys, at least 3 of them niggas like talking on the phone.
Okay.
At least.
Okay.
It's a good ratio.
So my next question for you is, if you're a texter, how do you get to know a female if you're not talking to her on the phone at all?
Yeah.
I already know. Okay. So this is not. We're not in a relationship. Not with dating. I met you.
We're dating. You meet me. Say this.
I met.
Yeah.
Right. I met you last night. You was going on real nasty like a dirt bike, and and I get your number. I'm planning a meetup. I'm not really trying to get to know you through text.
Okay.
So how often are y'all meeting the fuck up?
Oh yeah. So like if I'm, and that's the thing too. If I'm dating, I'm dating. Like I'm not doing anything else. Like I'm not training for a marathon. I'm not doing none of that bullshit. I'm out here.
Okay.
I'm going on like 3-4 dates a week.
And who's paying for this?
I pay for it.
Okay.
So you're saying when you're dating a female, you're linking up with her 3-4 times that week.
Yeah. And my niggas know that too. I'm like, yo, I'm really feeling shorty. Like I'm getting to know her. Like,
okay. So does phone calls ever come into play? Because
yeah.
if you're going on a date 3-4 times a week, right? You're getting to know this person, but you're not really getting to. You see, you're getting to know her in an outside setting. You're not really You're not really getting to know her more in an intimate setting, meaning like,
more relaxed.
Yeah. Like a phone call. What I think about phone calls is like phone calls. Once conversations start happening, you start to really see and break down what that person is like. You can ask certain questions. You can start to piece everything together. Like,
and shit starts flowing when you on the phone. Like, say you having a conversation and like you see something sparks something. Like, it's not the same when you like
in person.
In person.
When you in person,
I definitely get it.
When you're a person, you're more like gravitating towards that person. I don't want to say lustfully, but like you're able to touch that person. You're able to.
The physical is involved.
Yeah, the physical is now involved. You see, if she says something cute and you kiss her, and now the atmosphere is completely different.
Right.
So it's all about like, I feel like phone conversations really open up the scope and broaden.
They definitely serve a purpose. They definitely serve a purpose. And
I think so.
Yeah.
Y'all be falling asleep on the phone? Y'all do that?
No.
Okay.
I left that in high school.
Okay.
If my eyes are batting closed, I'm getting off the phone. I will try, like, if I really like a person, I will try to stay on the phone as late as I can. But once I start falling asleep, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to you later because I'm going to sleep. What is me wasting my little minutes and data on the phone going to do?
Okay.
And just to play on our last night. So say if you got a shorty and y'all both drunk, right? And y'all come home together. Are you helping her put her head tie on?
Yeah, I mean that's a dumb question, but yeah.
How is it dumb?
That's a dumb question. Am I helping you put your head tie on?
Are you putting it on? I feel like that's a good gesture. As a black woman, I would like to know that
if I care about
my fucking
if I
hair.
know you care about that shit too, and we got like silk pillows and shit, I'm like, nah, she gonna be upset if I don't put.
Oh, so you have silk pillows?
Yeah.
You have hair, so you know what
like,
you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because there be some men out here that be like, I don't like to see my girl in head tie. I don't like to see her fart. I'm like, oh, shut the hell up.
Yo, like I hate that. Like, what are we doing?
Okay, the farting thing, I can understand dudes that like.
No, I get that. That's like
I get that.
It's a little unladylike.
The comfortability, it's like, bro.
What?
With your mom, your mom never walked around in a nightie and like a gown, like
your mom never farted. Like
I'm not wearing what is it called? A muumuu? I'm not wearing that around my nigga. I'm sorry. Like
I'm not saying
a what?
It's called. I think it's called a muumuu. You know, like that big ass house dress your grandmama used to wear. No, it's called a momo or something like that.
I don't know, but
it has a name.
I feel like after a certain point, you shouldn't expect those. You see, like there are expectations.
You made a face about farting.
This is where I'm going.
All right.
I said, I feel like after a certain point of dating somebody, there should be some expectations that should be a little more lax. I'm not saying that you should just be out here like, What I'm saying is that if she got a fart, like, and say she hold it and she don't expect you to walk by, say she farted, like she walked away and farted, and then you walking in like, damn.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
The thing is that, like, there are men that be like they cannot let that go. Like they can never let the fact that a woman is also a human being that has to release
and then
their body
thing,
gases.
Y'all be dating these dudes that
Who's
are like
y'all?
weirdos, right?
No, I'm gonna be honest.
This is the thing. Like
can't
y'all
date a
gotta
critical
date like
man.
men's men. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like a mature nigga. Like no,
Like,
for real. Because like this is
if the nigga can't like kill a fucking roach or kill a bug, like he jumping up on a couch.
What if he could?
Like, come on.
What if he could pay to like?
And then that's where you fall victim to like, oh, your circumstances, because you're like, oh, he paying for everything, but he really not.
He not a man.
satisfying-
He not-
really.
But that
satisfying
is
the way
it
he
depends
need.
on what you want as a woman. Or do you want a man that's handy? Do you want a man that is doing these things? Like some women just don't give a fuck.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? So
I don't-
honestly, like I just don't like super judgmental men, or men that
Mhm.
have like unrealistic standard for any type of woman. It doesn't even just have to be like a black woman. Like I
Right.
just think that unrealistic standards, like I don't like she was saying, I don't mind like double standards, but I also like think that there are double standards that just don't make any sense. Like
what?
the double standard of like me coming home and cooking and cleaning after every.
I ain't
think
gonna
that's
lie. There's
silly.
one thing I want a
think
nigga
that's
to
silly. You want
do.
somebody-
That is silly.
It's silly to
I'm
me.
agreeing
Like
with that.
I
that
want you
I
to
would
throw the
never-
But you
trash
gotta-
out.
And this is the
I
thing.
need you to throw that
Let me
trash out.
let me
though.
let me say something. I'm throwing the trash out. Let me say something to the listeners here. And if y'all ain't listening to nothing I say all night or day, whatever time you're listening, listen to this. Women are being submissive. Women are taking their guys on dates. Women are like doing these lovey-dovey things that
Mhm.
men love.
Mm-hmm.
Women are spooning men sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like to
Listen
get
to this.
spooned?
Listen to this.
All
We're
right.
gonna get back to that. Listen to this now. Ladies, men are being respectful to their woman and giving their woman security. Men are paying for the dates. Men are like being all these things you wish, but they're just not doing it to you. And just because that is your reality, don't put that reality on everyone else.
Don't
and the
give
thing is,
into it.
you can
Like-
you can find the partner. You can find that partner that's doing these things. You just have to be that partner as well.
Mm.
And if you're not that, you're not gonna attract that.
Yeah.
So like, don't expect like your partner to do all these nice things for you, and you're not doing anything for them.
I definitely agree with that 100%. Like I definitely agree with the fact that you're saying like, you know, if you're not bringing that to the relationship, how do you expect that back? But also I realize that sometimes you are doing that to a man that even if even some men don't know how to do that. Like some men don't know how to.
And it's not your job to try to teach them.
Hello, I was just about to say that shit. I'm not teaching
your
you
job
how to be,
how to
especially at
successful.
this age. It's like, come
I'm sorry,
on.
like that's a phase of my life that I've done that before. I've done the trying to. I've always said this. Like I feel like women are way more like we can be molded a little bit more
Mhm.
than men because of I guess that's our nature a little
Right.
bit.
It's just the way it is.
But don't try to change a man. Like if you see like Kilz was saying, like I feel like this is about to be repetitive. Like just don't like. If
Let me ask you this though. So for a man, right? Me personally, when I feel like my role in a relationship is protect, provide, and just basically support the family in a masculine way, right?
Mhm.
Like if somebody tries to break in, I'm protecting the family. If my wife asks for something, I want to be able to say yes every single time. Like, can we get a car? Yes. Can we do this? Yes. Can we get a business? Yes. I want to be that guy. I want to be a yes man.
I love that for you.
Mhm.
And I like right now, I feel like I can't be in a relationship until I'm there, right? Because I feel like that's an insecurity of mine. It's like, damn, I would hate to be a no man. Like
I hear
I
that a
can't
lot,
do that
though.
for you, or we can't go on dates this week, or I can't get you flowers because I'm not making enough money, or I can't do this. Like that breaks my soul to do that to a woman, right? What is it for y'all? What will break your soul? What you can't provide for a man in a relationship? Like what you bringing to the table? Because let me give you an idea. Let me give you an idea.
Yo, I was like, wait, how he just spent that shit on me? I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm over here scratching my head like, I don't fucking know. Like,
for me, what it would be is for him not to feel vulnerable with me. Like for him to feel like what he has to say is not important. Like I really desire that in a man, to be like, yo, to come to me and be honest and open and not feel like
feel safe.
Feel safe. You know, like I said, I've been there before. I've been there because I didn't feel safe. And I feel like that is something that, like I always say this, women will submit, but she's not going to submit if she doesn't feel safe. You can't submit into something that you don't feel safe in. Like, so that's something that would break my soul if my partner,
your man, don't feel safe around.
If he don't feel safe to come tell me, like he's telling his friends, like that's something that really, like when people don't feel like they can tell me the truth, that makes me very frustrated, because I'm not a person that likes to try to make people feel like they can't be heard, because I felt that before.
Okay,
that was good.
That was good. What about you, Missy?
I have nothing.
Wow.
I have nothing. I don't know.
Look
like
at that, y'all.
You know what? Maybe she's also in a transition period where she's still trying to figure out what she. Me too. We're.
Well, I would say more.
Wait, how old are y'all?
How old? You didn't want to tell your age, but you want.
I'm between. Hold up. I'm between 28 and 32.
I'm with her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm 30. Okay. I'm a nice looking 30. Everybody always tells me. Oh,
nah, I'm 30. I'm
30. But everybody always tells me like, you give 25.
Nah,
really?
Nah, everybody 30.
I really am 30 though.
Okay.
No, but this is my. I don't necessarily have one thing that I would feel like I would feel some type of way if I couldn't provide. I want my relationship, if the next relationship I get in, I want it to be a specific type of way. I would like my man to be a protector, a provider for me. I want him to feel like he can speak to me. I want him to feel like he can lean on me. I want him to feel, vulnerable with me. I want those things in relationships. I wouldn't necessarily say like my heart hurts if I can't, do a certain thing. But like if I can't be the best partner that I can possibly be in a relationship, I feel like I would feel some type of way. And right now, maybe I could give that, maybe I can't, but I'm not going to step into something knowing that I just can't give that. Like, so I would say like just all around, I just want to be the best partner for my partner. And that would be my answer, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good.
Because I feel like I listen, like, I'm still learning myself in a relationship, because I came from a place of like, a lot of women come from this place too of like, I don't do nothing wrong, like
right,
like it's all him. It's all him. He's the shittiest nigga in the world. Like it's just like I feel like a lot, because I've literally talked to friends like, and we are like, say like we've been vulnerable, like, hey, what do you feel like you did wrong? And I've literally heard people be like, oh, I don't do nothing wrong, and I'm like, okay.
And it's crazy.
You need to grow up, because you definitely do.
Accountability is at an all-time low. First of all, I want to say this. A lot of the time, women are not accountable for the things that they cause in relationships, how they make people feel, people feel, how they made their man feel. And they cannot even say like, yo, you know what, my bad. Come back. Like they want the man to chase them. And I don't know if this is like, I guess, something that's in me. Like, so, I feel bad when I can't see something from a 360 view, and I try to break down situations. Like, sometimes I may react in the moment, but that's why I try to now that's something I work on, is just taking myself back, sitting down, calming down, reviewing the situation, and then seeing how I may have prompted somebody to do this, or how they may have frustrated me. And that's something that I feel like as a whole, not just women, men, when you are in a situation, you should look at it a 360 view, because for every reaction, wherever, cause and effect, basically. Like
for every action there's a reaction.
Yes, for every action there's a reaction. So yeah, I don't think I am a person that says like, oh, I didn't do anything to ruin this relationship. But there are situations where I feel like I am not wrong. Doesn't mean that it didn't make somebody feel bad, but I feel validated in why I did something. Because if I say to you like, don't cheat on me, and you cheat on me, and I cheat on you,
you feel validated?
I would say I wouldn't feel validated, but I wouldn't feel remorseful. I don't feel remorseful when I say to you, like, don't do this to me, and you do it to me, and I do it back to you, and now you want me to feel remorseful. I'm not remorseful. Am I going to be accountable that I shouldn't have done that? Yes. But no, I don't feel bad because you did something to me. And I told you not to do it to me, and you still chose to do it to me. And then when I do it back to you, you want me to feel bad. Did you feel bad when you first did it?
Would you be a person that would cheat in the first place?
I'm not a person that cheats in the first place.
So why are you cheating back?
Because no. I now understand that, but what I'm saying is, like, sometimes people need to feel that.
That never works.
Sometimes it do.
But now you got an extra body.
Like, I've never
seen that
what?
Shit matters to me.
Look, yo, look, I feel
like,
do y'all know anybody that's ever worked for?
Listen, it's not about saving the relationship.
You just said it works.
No, I'm saying
saying, like, it doesn't.
Let me tell you.
And I'm asking
that's how you choosing to cope.
That's
how you choosing to cope.
Y'all not listening to me. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that it may not have worked for you in that situation. It may not have given the reaction, but that person now knows what it feels like to be cheated on. That's what I'm saying.
What if they don't even care?
And what does that do for you?
Huh?
You giving them that feeling, how it feels to be cheated on. What does that do for you?
Sometimes the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm not a person that does get back. So if I do get back, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna just be honest. I just don't. I've never.
No, I'm not.
We don't know anybody that's ever worked.
Just because it doesn't work.
Do you know anybody that's ever worked for?
There's a quote that says, "When you look for revenge, dig 2 graves," because basically, like, you basically killing yourself and them. Like, so just dig 2 graves.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that. Like I said. What I said is that I'm not saying that I'm not going to be accountable. What I said is I don't feel remorseful.
I know. I get that. We got over that though.
It's not. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying anything y'all saying is wrong. What I'm saying is that I don't have remorse now. I didn't give a fuck.
Okay, when y'all talk about accountability, right? Do y'all look at yourself and say, like, yo, this guy manipulated me. He did this. He did that, right? But do you look at it and say, like, I should have done this better, or I should have, like, tried to figure out, I should have vet him better. I should have asked him more questions better.
I'm gonna be honest.
Absolutely.
I don't feel like a lot of women do that.
I think he was talking about us.
Yeah.
Do I do that? Yeah. I'm no funny shit for the most part. Niggas really be strong. I'm
showing you. Just think that
I'm actually no. I'm very aware. And it doesn't take me much to kind of get a gist of somebody. I don't have to keep talking to them, having like hour-long conversations for years or weeks or months. Like, I literally can assess people very quickly. And so for me, like, when I see, I've already put you in the box you need to be put in. Like, I've talked to people where it's like, I know this nigga playing games. So in the back of my mind, it's like, am I okay with the games? Maybe I might play a little too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already know this nigga can't hurt me. I'm fucking invincible at this point because I already know, like, I'm not doing this. Like, or if I see somebody who's nice or whatever the case may be, or I know that, like, you know, whatever, like, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm immune to getting tricked by niggas, but it's very rare.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay.
That's what I would say.
But I'm a person that, like I said, just being these are not things I'm going to do now in my life. But I've been there where I'm like, you know, like, he has so much potential. I'm a person. Akila said something to me that is always gonna resonate with me from now on in my life. She said, "You give people the benefit of the doubt when you know for a fact that they're not going to do exactly what you think they're gonna do." So, you know, like, say for example, like, say I'm dating you.
No, I said people be showing you the real and you don't be believing them.
But it's the same damn shit.
All right.
Same thing. But basically, what I'm saying is, like,
me and you dating, yeah. Go ahead.
Me and you was dating. Me and you was dating. First of all, I don't like the way you did it.
No, it's the way he said it. Like, it's the way he said it. Like, yeah, let's get back to that. Like,
yeah, I like scenarios.
All right, go ahead.
So me and you was dating. You showed me that you have the potential to be a good man, but every time I'm giving you an opportunity to do something, you're procrastinating or you taking long. And I'm just like, he gonna do it. He gonna do it eventually. And it's just like what she said, like, listen, I'm gonna ask you 3 different times, and if you don't, now I'm believe you're not gonna do that. I'm the type of person, well, I was the type of person that would be like, everybody move at their own pace, everybody do things differently. Like just living in this false mindset, and then you get trapped into this, oh, potential, because you see that they have the potential. You see it in different things that they're doing. But then when you get trapped in that potential, then your mind is just like, okay. And then potential turns into like, and potential turns into love. And then you're 3 years, 4 years in, and you're still waiting for the potential to happen. And
Right.
it
And then
just doesn't
there's
come.
there's the dynamic of like, yo, I have so much time invested that like I just don't want it to be like go for naught. Like
my fear is continuing to invest in bullshit. Like that's my fear. Like I'm not gonna keep doing this. Let me get out while the getting is good. Like I don't want to wrap myself up in that, like, you know, but I feel like I can be accountable, like, you know, where I played my role, what I did wrong or whatever the case may be. I will kindly call one of my friends like, yo, you think I was wrong?
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's something.
And you got to call those people that's really going to tell you like, yo, you was bugging the fuck out. Like, I don't want to talk to somebody that's going to ride on the same train as me thinking like shit is good. Like, nah, that might have been something I did wrong here. Like, I need you to let me know.
Yeah, that's definitely. But you have to also have friends that hold you accountable as well. Yes. Like, because like, say if I call her and I'm like, she's like, girl, but did you, I'm like,
right.
Right.
You right.
I'm going to be honest. I'm one of those friends where it's like, don't call me if you don't want the real.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
It's true.
I can't give it. I could not give my opinion. I could do that. Which I'm still working on. I could not give my opinion, but whatever I'm going to give is going to be real. I'm not going to play games with you.
And I'm the type of person, like, if I am not ready to hear the real, like, don't be calling and wasting people's fucking time. Like, don't call somebody and they give you like, I hate that. Don't fucking call me about some bullshit. You ask me my opinion, I give you my opinion, and then you sit here trying to debate me
that
about
too.
my opinion.
That's why I try to ask. Like when I'm talking to my friends, I'm like, yo, if what I gotta say is gonna move the needle, then I'm gonna say it. But if it's not gonna move the needle, I might as well just not say anything. So because like you're not gonna take my advice or you're not gonna like learn from something, then it's no point, bro. We wasting time here.
So let me ask you this because I want to know, like, say if you have a friend that's going through something, right? Are you okay with continuing to hear about that same situation? How do you feel about that? Are you somebody that's like, yo, bro, come on, like?
And that's the thing too. Lil Baby had a quote in his new song. He was like, "How you gonna let her keep up the war, right?" And it's like, as a man, this is another thing. I feel like y'all need to be venting these men. As a man, you need to have the household under control when it comes to arguments and what to argue about. You can't make the little things big. So if he's having troubles with his woman, right? And it's constantly, he's coming to me, he's like, yo, Shaq this, Shaq that, Shaq this, Shaq that. I'm like, all right, bro, you're the man. You have to take responsibility for what's going on. Granted, she's doing some things and she's probably complaining about what you're doing, right? Because that's most of the times women are complaining about that.
Some shit you ain't
doing.
Yeah.
So as a man, you either got to say like, I'm going to fix it or it ain't me, and she's going to have to settle for not having it, or she's going to have to move on. And this is where...
It needs to be a discussion.
And this is where, ladies, when you talk to these men, make sure they know who they are. Like, if you dating a guy, right, and he still ain't figure out who he is yet, and you like, oh, I'm going to just date him, we going to chill, we going to do this. This nigga doesn't even know who he is. You think he got time to be listening to you and investing time in you and giving energy to you? Are you boo-boo the fool? Like, think sometimes. And fellas, same thing with the woman. If she don't know who she is, if she could possibly change in 2 years, like you met her, she's a teacher, and then 2 years she's like, oh, I want to be a nurse now. Like that relationship is gonna be rocky because that person don't know who they are. So like, when you start dating people, make sure they know who they are. Once you know who they are, you can then be like, all right, I want to date this person because they know who they are, and I'm not expecting them to change, minding no midlife crisis things or anything like that, and shit gonna work out. But y'all be dating people that don't even know who they are.
People
That's
don't
really
even
a
have
fact. Now
boundaries.
Shaq dropping gems.
No, for real. Like,
Thank you for having me on.
that's true. Because I realized too, like, if you don't even like people who don't know themselves don't have boundaries. Like
At all.
they have
Yeah.
no boundaries. They're just willing to
Because they winging it.
Yeah.
flip flopping, and then they don't have a break, like a stopping point. Like,
Right.
yeah, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not like it's just like anything goes because you don't know what you don't really want. You don't know what you really like. You don't. So what you're saying is absolutely true. So you have to come into a relationship whole.
Right. If I'm dating you and I tell you like, yo, I train for marathons, like I go to the gym from 6 to 8 and things like that. I'm basically giving you the boundaries of like, listen, this is my schedule. This is what it's looking like. This one I'm gonna have free time, and these are the times like we can actually link and talk and things like that. So it's not like, oh, you just calling me random. When motherfuckers be living their life random, like I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I could tell you my schedule tomorrow. Like when motherfuckers wake up and they don't know what they doing tomorrow, it's like, bro, you just
Winging it.
Yeah,
have
I
no
think somebody you like what is making you keep saying this thing like women you need to vet men. Like what keeps prompting you to say that? Do you feel like you're seeing a lot of that? Do you feel like cuz me when I think of vetting men, I think of like a lot of people that end up with like kids with somebody and they just like, you know, like did you vet this person as like a father? Like would they be a good person to this new human that's coming into this world that y'all are creating?
I'm saying you need to vet them because a lot of people right now are dating off of like physical and attraction. Like
potential.
that's what they really dating off of. And it's like, oh, you look good, you look attractive, like let's go have drinks. And then we get drunk and you look good and attractive, so let's fuck. Now we've been fucking for 3 weeks. What are we? We might as well get into a relationship. We might be exclusive. And then you really end up in a relationship off of like you falling victim to your natural human instincts, which is okay, but you got to learn how to also control that.
Feeling. What I'm basically getting from you is like women are not women. People are just falling victim to like lust.
I'm horny, and
not even only lust, but like what you feeling at the moment, like the now. You're not even thinking about like where this could. It's not about where this could go. It's just about what do I feel right now, and what I feel right now can turn into 3 years. Like
people don't have no goals for the relationship.
Yeah,
that is a fact.
They literally like, yo, my goal right now is to just take her out, bro. 6 months from now, that's what I'm asking. Like, what are we doing? We planning to move in? We planning to do this? We planning to cut keys? What are we doing? What's the plan for the relationship? And when you don't have a plan, you just gonna end up like.
That is kind of true though. Yeah.
In this point, I'm sorry. You can go.
No, go ahead.
At this point in my life, a few people will be like, you know, you should just be dating. You should just be dating. And I'm just like, in my life, I'm not trying to just date. Like
your clock is ticking, lady.
This is what I'm.
No, and I don't want to sound like
what the fuck?
No, I don't want to sound like
misogynistic shit was that?
Listen, I don't want to sound like Andrew Tate or like
you talking about women.
Yes.
You talking about women?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck? Like, yeah, you tripping the fuck out.
Okay, so are we not gonna be honest?
No,
like you
let's
said,
be honest here. Let's be honest here. Y'all clocks are ticking too. When them kids be coming out with defects and all that shit or whatever the fact is, and y'all niggas is having kids at 50, 60 years old, you really think you think that dried up ass sperm? That milk dust ass sperm is really producing real good shit? Listen. Real good stock? It's not. It's fucking not. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, before you even talk about clocks and ticking and shit like that, let me say,
because I got statistics, I got numbers.
Listen, I don't give a shit about my clock ticking. Listen,
and these men are doing the statistics because I don't hear any statistics.
Men are not doing these statistics. We can see it. Okay, you
So
tell me.
you can't see nothing with the men either?
Yes.
There are studies
Oh
that
my
literally are
God.
showing that men
Yes.
think that they have no biological clock and they actually fucking do.
I never said that. That was never my argument.
So don't throw it out there for both.
That was
Throw
never
it
my
out there
argument.
for both.
Okay, both people clocks are ticking, right?
There we go. I like that.
I like that one.
Would we also agree that it's more dangerous for y'all? Like y'all can die in childbirth. We can't die in childbirth.
We can.
It's more dangerous for y'all
to at a certain
do
age
what?
to have a baby.
have a baby.
Okay, we can agree that we can agree that point, but don't.
Right.
Let's
Don't-
let's
okay,
Let's
so-
just move on.
Now let's just move on, cause y'all don't want to be real. If we try, y'all had me on here, right? Y'all had the big stepper on here, right? When the big stepper come on here, y'all gonna live.
I was waiting for him to do that shit. Yeah, I'm stepping on niggas too. What's up?
You forgot this 4 feet over here and 2 of yours? Like,
Yeah, we stepping too,
anyway,
nigga.
I'm trying to move on because we're not going to drag this conversation out because we understand that both clocks is ticking. We already agreed that, you know, it's more dangerous for women to have children after a certain age. But at the same
Let me
time,
be honest
that
with
doesn't
you.
disqualify what I'm about to say.
All I'm gonna say is that I rather not have a kid than to have one just because I feel like my time is running out. Because having a kid is taken so fucking lightly that I just really don't think people
I agree with that.
understand the severity of
I
like
agree
what
with that
you're doing.
100%.
This is where I was going with
You're
it.
literally creating a
life.
human being,
But
like
you know-
another one, like one that's gonna get just as big as us, like, and like
Come
this.
on.
It's like it's not an easy feat. This is why people have trauma that happens, things that are going on. Like people just not understand. Like, are you in a good place to bring a child into this world?
Right.
And I know this is like, and I really hate talking about these people. I really fucking do. But like they said, like Krishan is pregnant. Krishan Rock is pregnant, and like somebody was like, you know, you shouldn't be having a kid. You got so much going on, so much trauma, and
Wait,
like
that's Chris Rock's ex-wife?
Krishan Rock, you know, Blueface and Krishan.
Oh, yeah, we can get into that too.
Yeah.
Wait, I really don't
Uh-huh.
want to talk about them.
Okay. But yeah, like you gotta really be thinking. We really wanted to ask you one question though. Let me tell you. Let me tell you right now. All right, so there's this meme that said City Girls was rapping all that crazy stuff about how they run a man and do whatever they want. Diddy had a baby on that girl and he peeing on her. City Girls down 80 in the third quarter, no signs of a comeback. So the question is, the real question.
I love feminine energy. I swear to God.
Do you think the City Girls lied about how they really treat niggas?
I mean,
Because it was an era. Like,
obviously, yes.
okay.
Nicki lied. Fucking Cardi lied.
Meg lied.
Meg lied.
Mhm.
They all lie.
Okay.
Like,
It was
at
a
the end of the
facade.
day, Cardi went back to Offset. He
Mhm.
cheated. He came on stage. He did what he had to do. You know what I mean? Show that he's embarrassed and he won't do it again.
Mhm.
Nicki, she getting
Her man
treated
got a
how she-
case.
she getting treated how she getting treated. And it's like, at the end of the day, ladies, like, we are all human beings. We
I
all
think that's
experience
really
the
what
same
people
thing.
are not
No matter how
understanding.
much money you have, no matter how much money you have, you still take a shit, you still piss, you still feel heartbreak, you still feel anxiety, you still feel upset, you still feel all these things. The only thing really separating us is the belief you have in yourself and what you tell yourself. That's it.
Literally.
Honestly, like, again, this is why I really.
That's why you can't idolize people. You can't idolize people because
I
you
don't
really will fall victim to like thinking that they're living a specific type of lifestyle. Really had girls out here thinking that they was going to get money from niggas. You never got it before. It's a
Right.
skill. It's not an easy.
It's an acquired skill.
Yeah, like you think you just gonna pop up and ask Tyrone for
Right.
$500 and he gonna give it to you? He just worked overtime at Amazon. He don't got it. Tyrone don't got it.
This is the thing. Before we wrap up, that's the thing
Mm-hmm.
that this is why people say, I see something like, oh, people that just deactivate their Instagram are dramatic. No, bitch. We want to disconnect from y'all. Y'all are so fucking annoying with the fake shit that y'all be putting on that niggas want to disconnect. I am tired. This is just a random rant. Everybody is not an influencer. All y'all, half of y'all putting up these reels that are trash and it's making me very out of the
Garbage.
day. First of all, that outfit of the day was not good.
Yo,
Not good. The transition was terrible. Like, everybody thinks that they could do what everybody else is doing. And be your own person. That's the one thing I want to say. Be your own person. Stop trying to be what somebody else is, because that person is that way because of how they grew up, how they were raised, how they were trained, their personal experiences. You cannot be somebody else because you don't have that experience. You're not Jada Waiter. You're not Ari. You are Keisha. You're Keisha, and be okay with being Keisha, because Tyrone over there gonna love Keisha. He's not going to love Jada. Be your own person. That's the thing, that everybody is trying to be somebody else. And when you know yourself, you don't want to be anybody else. You want to be yourself.
I will say that social media has created cookie cutter people.
Round of applause.
You know, because like I just think back to like high school, right? Like, certain people were artistic. Certain people got fly and wore name brands. It wasn't every fucking body. Everybody can't do what everybody else is doing. Like, you feel me? Like, it sounds simple, but seriously, like, you just can't. Like, everybody has a different thing about them. Like, and you can't assimilate and try to think that you're gonna be like everybody else. But you went in on it.
I would like to say this to piggyback onto that too. Everything she said, but also, like, think for yourself.
I think that's
your own research.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we all know this, and I feel like this shouldn't be something I have to explain. Like, all this news media shit, they push their agenda. They push what they want you to see, right? So at the end of the day, if they being biased about what they want you to see, you owe it to yourself, which the government should be monetizing this shit and being like, yo, this is illegal, but the government is tied in with them, so the government really not gonna check them. So you got to check yourself now and be like, all right, what they telling me, is it true? Like, how can I figure out, like, is it really true or not? Because I could come on here and be like, oh, I slept with 2 girls last night. You really wouldn't know.
Yo, no, I saw a reel like this. No funny shit. Like, this girl was like, yeah, I just made $800. Like, I'm just giving an example. I just made $800. I just sold like a painting. Oh my God, it was like so beautiful. I just went to Starbucks, picked me up this little drink, da-da-da. And like, she was like, yeah, all that shit was a lie. See, y'all ate that up. Like, you saw that, right? Like, y'all ate that up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She was like, y'all ate that up. She was like, stop believing shit that everybody just be saying. Like, you just can't believe it.
This is why I always prompt people, like, when you feel like you're getting too absorbed into the media, like, take a break. And then that's another thing. Like, I want to really address this. For everybody that has said to me, like, do you feel like you keep disconnecting because you have a problem? No, I'm disconnecting because my energy is precious. And the energy that I'm getting from everybody that I'm seeing on social media, I can't follow every one of my friends, because every one of my friends has posted something that made me feel like, I want to say every single one, but I've encountered multiple people, cousins, family members, that post stuff that I'm like, ew, like, that's not even you. Like, why are you putting on? Like I have people that are close to me, so I'm gonna unfollow every single one of you every time you make me feel like you're doing something. No, I'm just gonna disconnect. I can't mute everything that you put up. So just because you have the discernment to disconnect doesn't make you any different, doesn't make you weird, you're being smart, you're following your boundaries, and like Shaq said, like, know yourself. Know what you can take, know what you can't take, know all of that stuff. Because social media is not real life. I've been spewing this for the last 6 or 7 years about social media. Like, this shit is not real life, and y'all really need to get back in touch with y'all real selves, because this following of other people is getting really disgusting. No, for real.
And on that note, we are going to wrap it up.
Anyway. Thank you guys for listening.
And wrap it up in real life, because some of y'all out here are nasty. Fucking nasty.
I'm going to be nasty, man.
Listen, God.
Have safe sex. Also have safe sex, but do what you want.
Do what you want. But this is another episode of the Heard You Sis podcast. And
thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate that. You know,
I had a great time.
We did too.
Definitely did. Make sure you guys.
I made y'all laugh. She was tickled by that.
Nah, I was about to cry real tears, but I saw y'all got too serious too quick, so I had to dial it the fuck back. But I was fucking dying. My stomach was hurting.
Make sure you guys tune into the Primary Colors podcast. Bro, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Shit, hold on.
Yeah.
See, I'm not media trained like Trey, because Trey would have had all this shit.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, he do be having it like, but it's all right though.
I think I'm probably the more media trained than because Kilz will get up and do something. I'm like, why are you getting up in the middle of this session? But back to what I was saying. Make sure you guys tune into the Primary Colors podcast.
You have anything you want to plug?
Yes. Tune in Primary Colors podcast. We're gonna be dropping every Monday. You can see my beautiful face. Also, my beautiful co-host, Calm T, Acha Flocka.
He's not beautiful too.
I'm not calling another man beautiful.
Come
You
on,
just
bro.
spoke about that.
But anyway, guys, thank you. See y'all later.
Good to see ya.
Love y'all. Love you, sis.